Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles. Don't.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Check, 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, it's Newton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
59, gun. Check, 59.
Throwing again on second down. Newton gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
First down, Bridgewater. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Bridgewater now from the 50. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't know no better. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Newton. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down, Colts.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready! Ready! Mike is 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come on, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. That's caught by Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Bridgewater on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They run forward with Breida. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 99. Check 99. Shit. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Get wide.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, but the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. To throw is Newton. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Not today. SOS. Joker. 80 weapon.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Every day, any day. Watch the ship.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Finding Knox there, complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They run with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch it. Come on, switch it. New Mike, 52. Mike.
Now Bridgewater. Open man is lost, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 27, Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Switch. Check three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They run again with Breida. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Prater for the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun.
Newton throwing again. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pull it together. Check. Crunch.
To throw is Bridgewater. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
59. Let's go, D. No.
And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Jackson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bridgewater now. And his throw is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Flare. Showing up.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 6. Here we go. Rush in. Kill. Check 31. Alert 3.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
180. 59 mark.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run again with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go again. Mike 6. Mike 6.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Here we go.
36. 36. Check.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 6. Mike 6. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check. High. Hatch it. Go. Slam. Take off.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this.